establishing social media is one of those things that's sort of like a dark, like mix of magic and science that I'm of the opinion that some people are just born extremely good at it. I don't know how, I don't know why, but yeah, it is important though because it's a really good conduit for people to be able to both learn about your products and also to talk to you as an individual, as a representative of the brand and of the games that you're trying to get out into the world. So there's December 2020, there sort of seems to be a bit of a decline in Facebook in terms of population engagement and things like that, at least in terms of the messaging part, and a bit more of a rise in obviously like TikTok and Reddit and Instagram. So the populations are constantly migrating, and there's going to be different secrets to using different things. But yes, that's at least in terms of bang for buck. If you're doing it sort of on your own or as a small team, that seems to be where things are sort of shifting. I am, in terms of establishing a social media, my number one recommendation, well, I've got two, so my number one and number two recommendation are get as much of yourself on the platforms as you can. Whether it's like goofy little stories or like you holding up your game being like stuff like that, because that's what people want. Like, it's social media. If you are wanting to engage as a brand or as a person that makes games and getting it out into the world, you gotta be you, and that's what authenticity is all about. So that's a word that you might hear a million times from in marketing or advertising, but it is important if you're trying to build any kind of genuine social media following. And it can be hard because it's nerve-wracking, and it can be so, naturally you're wanting to focus on the product and going like, hey, like this is the thing, but yeah, like until you have a very established kind of like symbol and brand that people feel that they can interact with, which is kind of a weird concept, but it does happen. Until you reach that threshold, then at least on social media you're going to have more success doing interpersonal communication things. One thing that people, at least on Facebook, really love, and now on Instagram through stories, and also on TikTok, is having choice and options and getting to express an opinion, either through sort of choosing a poll option that you set up on a picture, or using like Facebook Reacts, like all the different reacts. You've got like the like and the heart, and this might be like totally outdated by 2022, or who knows, but anyway. People in general love being able to feel like they're having an impact and feel like they're making a choice, and that will, if you can set it up in a way that their choice, their method of choosing actually promotes or encourages other people to participate, then that's just gold. So as I was saying with the Facebook Reacts, you can put up a picture that says like, which is, in terms of virtual reef dive, you can go, which is your favorite coral or something, and then you can have the Reacts on that image as the way of choosing the option. And so like avoid the angry or the sad one, because that might not, with the algorithm, that might decrease the amount that your stuff is seen. I'm not sure. Again, it's a dark mysticism that's impenetrable to outside eyes, except to those gifted. But yeah, so if people, if they like, and it's a clownfish, or they heart and it's an octopus and stuff like that, that's really good, because then their friends will see that they have done that, and then so on and so forth. And then in terms of, Instagram, if you ask people like, what do you think about this, and then go into an explanation about what the picture is about, that's a really good way of generating engagement and making people feel like they're a part of something as well. And yeah, where possible, like ask permission first through direct message. Also, direct messaging, awesome. Like, do it. If someone interacts with you, like, absolutely do it. Yeah, that is, you can mention people. And the practical effect is that they feel special. It's a way of you saying thanks, and then they feel noticed and stuff and seen, which is really important, is that you do see your community. But it also, like, the practical kind of like social media effect of that is that the people that follow them will see your stuff as well because they're tagged in it. So it's a win-win scenario there, in my opinion. Yes, so those are my general advice points about establishing social media. Make it personal. Also do video as much as possible. Just little silly ones. People love it. And allow your community and your audience to feel like they're making choices. Genuinely ask your audience for feedback and let them make cool choices, and to provide their feedback publicly, and that will give you really big returns in terms of becoming closer with your community. Any questions, comments, suggestions, or feedback, please put it in the comments below, and as ever, good luck.